Alright, so if you haven't seen my last episode, I highly recommend going to watch it. It's about how to get out of the friend zone. It's essentially a part 1 of this video. I'll do a little recap. I get friend zoned by this girl named Jessica 2 times, and then I start dating this other girl named Jane, and then Jessica starts to like me, and then we get together. That's to make a long story short. Go watch the last video. Anyway, when me and Jessica first got together, bro, it was such a happy moment. It was probably, at that time, it was probably the happiest moment in my life. Because we were in what you call the honeymoon phase. This is just whenever nothing else matters apart from the other person. Like, we were on FaceTime for hours, like, every single night. Then we say goodbye to each other and say goodnight. And then, like, 2 minutes later, she would text me. And then I text her something back. Then we start playing a game pigeon game or some shit. Like, bro, we were just obsessed with each other. Until one day, there was this other guy. I see her being really playful with this other guy, for lack of a better term. She just seems to always laugh around him and always be really happy. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Now, I wouldn't settle for that shit, but in high school, keep in mind, I was a different person, alright? So I kind of try to investigate a little bit, and I just straight up ask her, I'm like, yo, what's going on with you and this dude? And she's like, oh, it's nothing, he's just a friend. It's always just a fucking friend, bro. I've been the guy that she tells you not to worry about, and I've been told not to worry about another guy. It's not fun on either side of the spectrum. Although I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of fun being the guy that she tells you not to worry about. We'll call this other guy Bob, just cause he needs a name. Anyway, I would walk home with Jessica after school sometimes, but this bitch would fucking ditch me for Bob. Like, just mid-conversation. I'm like, what the fuck? I've never been so mad in my life, bro. Like, I used to come home and just lock myself in my room and just stare at the ceiling until it was time for dinner, bro. Like, I genuinely have never felt such immense anger in my life. Like, even to this day, honestly. And I said in the last episode, me and Jessica kept our relationship a secret just to avoid hurting Jane's feelings. So it's not like I even had anyone to talk to about this shit. I just had to internalize it. It got to the point where I just had to tell my mom, bro, because honestly, say what you want about fucking all these guys on the internet. Moms sometimes, I'm not gonna say always, but sometimes give you some goated advice when it comes to women. Like, I'm not talking about no, like, oh, just be yourself and then you'll find love. Like, sorry, mom, that's not some good advice. But she told me I should probably just talk to her about it before jumping to any conclusions, which I guess I thought was a pretty solid piece of advice. Anyway, the next day I'm walking with Jessica after school and she's about to go ditch me for fucking Bob again. And I'm like, yo, what's going on with you and Bob? And she's like, he's gay! Like, fucking yells at me. I'm like, I didn't fucking know he was gay, first of all. I still kind of think he was faking it, cause I don't know, bro. Some just told me he was faking it. I think Bob was just trying to get some ass, but I don't know. But anyway, that's beside the point, bro. I was really pushed out of shape the way she yelled at me, so I'm like, whatever, bro. Just fucking go with them. We still stay together despite this toxic dynamic we have. And it's just not healthy for anyone involved. I wish I could say that this story has a happy ending, but it really doesn't, because after this is like the start of COVID. So we get a call saying you can't go to school, it's all online. I never saw Jessica again, bro. Like, to this day, I haven't seen her. About a couple months after COVID started, we did get on a phone call and we kind of just decided to part ways, like, officially. Not like it mattered, because I'm not gonna lie, after Jessica, bro, that kind of started my villain arc. Like, I probably would have been with other women even if she called me or not. And not even off some petty shit either, just on some, like, I know she basically broke up with, like, no one had to say anything, bro. Like, as soon as COVID started, like, we went a week without talking. I'm like, bro, you could just feel that it was over. I honestly didn't care at all whenever we broke up. Maybe I'm coping a little. I felt kind of sad, but I wasn't gonna be a bitch about it. I kind of just sucked it up and kept going with my life. And honestly, that was a pretty good decision, because since then, I've had, like, other women act similar, and I just kind of knew how to handle it, like, way better, bro. Like, it was probably the best thing that could have ever happened to me. But to be honest, the story isn't even 100% over, because about, like, 3 years later, I see, because you know how on TikTok you could see who's looking at your account? I saw that she was looking at my account. I was like, yo, what the fuck? That kind of pushed me the wrong way. I was like, what is she doing? And then about another year after that, I see her on Instagram, and we kind of hit each other up. She followed me, for the record. And I slide into her DMs because I'm like, yo, what's up? It's a long time no see. So we were on good terms when we were talking, you know, but it's whatever. I thought it was kind of weird because I seen her account before, but I never followed it. But like, you know, when you're on Instagram, bro, you can't help but look. She's not active on Instagram, but as soon as we follow each other, she changes her profile picture to a newer version of her. She starts posting on her story a bunch of selfies just so I would see it. At least that's what I think. I mean, I'm no expert here, but you know. And anyway, she tells me that she moves out of town, and I thought it was kind of funny because I'm like, oh, that's cool. You still talk to anyone from high school? Oh yeah, me and Bob are gonna go get sushi next week. I'm like, blocked? That shit ain't working on me no more. Sorry, bitch. But yeah, that's about it. It's been your boy, Rick Critic. Had a lot of fun with this story. I don't know, bro. I got a soft spot for you nice guys, bro. I used to be just like you. But hey, like the video if you enjoyed. More stories on the way. Peace.